Today was a day that the audacity and arrogance of youth won over the calm and composure of experience. The Chennai Super Kings fell short of the Rajasthan Royals at the Sharjah International Stadium, which saw a barrage of sixes. Now, this is a 2020 that we absolutely do not mind. You're watching AB's Cricket Diary and my name is Balak. Aadarsh, Balak.
Rajasthan are up against the Chennai Super Kings for their tournament opener, and if Tom Curran plays for the Rajasthan Royals, it's going to be the battle of the Curran brothers. But for me, I think Sam's team is going to come out on top with the Chennai Super Kings continuing their winning streak. I know I said CSK would win, but really in the battle of the two Curran brothers, Sam Curran came out on top. But I know it was a great win for Rajasthan to get that tournament off to a good start.
We're talking about Chennai versus Rajasthan. Rajasthan's got Smith, Archer, Butler and Stokes, and I will just spin this coin, okay? Heads, Chennai loses. Tails, Rajasthan wins. It's a tail. Anthony Mama. Kritika, you gotta up your game, man. Here, some lemons for you.
My prediction for the game, the heart says Chennai, the head says Rajasthan. I'm going to go with the head this time. So Rajasthan Royals it is. Brilliant game yesterday. The Rajasthan Royals cruising to victory over the Chennai Super Kings. A brilliant knock by Sanju Samson. And I got my prediction right too.
The young Cubs took on the battle-hardened Chennai Super Kings at the Sharjah Stadium, and they showed us exactly why they are a sight to reckon with this season. And mind you, they still have Stokesy and Butler waiting in the wings. Having lost the toss and being asked to bat, Smith and Samson tore into the hapless Chennai bowling, with Smith scoring 69 and Samson absolutely ripping the Chennai bowling apart, scoring 74 of just 32 deliveries with 9 humongous hits over the fence, thus putting together a 121-run partnership with Stephen Smith. Jofra Archer scored a blinder towards the end, scoring 4 consecutive sixes, helping the Rajasthan Royals score 216 for 7, with Sam Curran being the pick of the Chennai bowlers, picking up 3 for 33. Now the Chennai Super Kings never really looked like they were in the hunt, in spite of a heroic 72 of 37 deliveries by Faf du Plessis that included 7 hits over the fence. Now once again, MSD held himself back a little too late in the day, although he did show his fans what he was capable of with 3 sixes in the last over, including 1 monster hit that landed right outside my door. The leggy Rahul Tewatia finished with 3 for 37 and Jofra Archer 1 for 26. Of heroes and villains and bloopers and game changers, over to you, Kritika.
Adarsh, what did Sanju Samson's knock remind you of? Did it take you back to 1998 in Sharjah? Well, it sure did for me, and all of a sudden, well, I'm feeling old. But what was that? I mean, it was just clean and crisp. He just stood and delivered. There was no stopping him when he was on song. And you think about where Rajasthan could have ended if, had he stayed a little bit longer. But just for the magnificence of his innings, Sanju Samson is our hero for the day. 6, 6, 6, 6. There was no shortage of swagger in the 4 sixes that Jofra Archer hit in the final over of Rajasthan's innings. He then came back with a soggy ball to bowl Faf du Plessis out, who was well set, and honestly, CSK were getting to that total. And had it not been for Jofra's belting in that Rajasthan innings, CSK probably would have taken honours. Hence, he is our game changer. How do you think Killa Miller is going to remember his debut for the Rajasthan Royals? A diamond duck. Ouch. Overpitched. We don't have one villain today, we have 2. Piyush Chawla and Jaddu didn't learn from their mistakes. They just kept bowling full to Samson, who dispatched them over the ropes consistently. And what happened? The result was a 200 plus score for the Rajasthan Royals.
Listen, Kritika, I get what you're saying, but don't you think MSD should have come into bat earlier with his side in trouble and with his big six hitting ability? I mean, look at those monster sixes that he hit. I told you one of them landed at home as well. So I think for that reason, MSD would be my villain of the day. Guys, sorry, please, sorry. Today's GYAN of the day is to never call MSD the villain of the day. Now that we're done with the postmortem, let's take a look at what lies ahead in the game between the Mumbai Indians and the Kolkata Knight Riders. Over to you, Anthony.
Those were some fresh lemons, Mama. Thanks to you, I made a great pre-workout lemonade today. Match number 5, the Mumbai Indians play against the Kolkata Knight Riders. Now, they've met 25 times before. Mumbai Indians has won 19 games out of it with a win percentage of 76. Now, let's look at the impact players for Mumbai Indians. Number 1, the captain, Rohit Sharma. He looked in good touch in the first game. However, he lost his wicket. He will want to score big this game. Number 2, Trent Bolt. He was swinging the ball both ways in the first game. I am sure he's going to be lethal in this game. Number 3, Hardik Pandya. We've seen he's not bowling in this IPL. I hope he does. He's probably recovering from the back injury, but he will be lethal with the bat in this game. We've seen him hit some big hits in the first game. I'm sure he will step up in this game. And for the Kolkata Knight Riders, impact player number 1, Sunil Narayan. We know the spin wizard has got a lot of tricks under his sleeve. He will love the conditions too. Handy with the bat. Watch out for this guy. Number 2, Owen Morgan, captain of the England cricket side. He reads the game very well, plays spin amazingly too. He will also be very handy to Dinesh Karthik on field. Number 3, the big man, Andre Russell. Huge hitter of the ball, can turn the game from any situation. He's not going to be bowling much in his IPL is what I hear, but he's going to be destructive with the bat is what I feel.
Now let's look at the positives that the Kolkata Knight Riders bring to the table. Possibly the best batting lineup in the tournament. Possibly the most destructive all-rounder in the world in Dre Russ. And Brendan McCullum as the coach. Now let's see what their negatives are. Inexperienced bowling lineup, although they have some very, very exciting fast bowlers, young Indian fast bowlers. Number 2, Kuldeep Yadav hasn't been in the best of form. The spin department is looking a little thin with Sunil Narayan probably being worked out by a lot of batsmen. And number 3, the captaincy, which I think is a huge factor. Dinesh Karthik has to lead from the front. And there have also been talks of some differences between Dre Russ and Dinesh Karthik. Now the Mumbai Indians have got a world-class bowling attack in Bumrah, Pattinson and Trent Bolt. So they will be looking to capitalize on that. The Mumbai Indians middle order looks a little frail, and the lack of another spinner to support Krunal Pandya is probably something they'll have to look into. ఒక్కసారి కిస్మత్లో ఏం రాస్తుందో చూద్దామా.
The Mumbai Indians play against the Kolkata Knight Riders today. The Mumbai Indians didn't have a good start in their IPL. They have another opportunity thrown at them today with the KKR. They have a good history of winning against the KKR. The Mumbai Indians would want to fight back and win this game. My prediction for today, the Mumbai Indians should win this against KKR.
So we all know Mumbai gets off to a slow start, but they find a way to somehow get back into the tournament later. So for me, it's going to be Dre Russ and the Knight Riders who are going to get off to a starting win. And oh wait, there's Pat Cummins too.
जिस दिन किस्मत का सिक्का उछलेगा, उस दिन tails भी अपना, heads भी अपना. Mumbai Indians. Hey! I promised you a new segment yesterday. And due to popular demand, we now have the very, very, very popular Fantasy League segment at the end of every day. And as usual, Team AKA will be squaring off against each other. Anthony, Kritika and others. So feel free to join in the fun and leave your comments below. time to look through the comments and reply to comments that we find interesting. Oh my god, there's a ton of comments here. It's going to be really hard to filter through all of these comments. There's literally thousands of them. But I will pick just 3 because that's all we have here. Vaishnavi Upadhyayula says, awesome commentary by all the 3. The predictions Anthony made were so convincing. So I go with CSK. I'm sorry Vaishnavi, but CSK lost. Ashish Kurupati says, the love for us RCB. I too go with the CSK, hoping Thala Dhoni continues his streak of wins. Love to you, Anna. Love you too, Ashish. So Jamuna says, what a voice. Loved your voice, Adarsh Garu. Thank you so much, Jamuna Garu. You just made my day. So keep the messages coming in, even if it's 1, 2 messages. We'd love to respond to them. Thank you. What a day it's been. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to every one of you that's watched the show and liked it, and for supporting us through this journey. I'd also like to thank my team, Kritika and Anthony, for making this journey so fun. And I hope that you guys are staying safe and taking care of yourselves. Lots of love. Peace.